to the channel, fam. Welcome back to the channel. This is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell, it's simple. Now I'm excited to do this video, fam. We're gonna be tapping in with EZSite, build full stack apps and websites with AI. Simple, right? Now, on this channel, we cover affiliate marketing, digital products, and digital marketing, right? And what better way to do your digital marketing and do your digital products by building out vibe coding, full stack apps and websites where you can host your products and your services, right? And we're gonna learn how EZSite helps us to do that right now. So we tapped in with SaaS Killer, and you can see 20% off. Use the code right there, and it's active for the next 4 days. So if you're watching this video, it's Wednesday, December 3rd. I recommend you tap in with SaaS Killer because they're having one of the best deals on this tool right now. But I'll actually show you the actual website, and we can see the offerings there. So start with a fully built backend and payment system. So one thing you need to know about me, I'm not a coder. I don't know anything about developing. And the problem with a lot of these vibe coding things, they had security issues. They're generic. And really, it doesn't benefit you and it doesn't benefit your target audience. But one of my mentors told me about this tool and I was very excited about it. So you know how to tap in with them, check it out, and see what it's hitting for. But let's go over the tiers that they have on SaaS Killer, because the tiers they have on SaaS Killer is different than the tiers that they have on their own website in terms of the pricing and what they offer. It's also available on Product Canyon. There'll be a link in the description for that below as well. Because you know in this channel, fam, options matter. But the reason why I'm going with SaaS Killer is 60-day refund period. Hold on one second. Alright, family, just had to make sure I pull everything up so you can see what it's hitting for. Got Product Canyon here and the official website. So you know, on SaaS Killer, this is what you're getting with tier 1. 1 custom domain, 2 million one-time tokens, 1,000 CRM records, and a gig of database file storage. You bump it up to tier 2, 3 custom domains, 2 million tokens, 10,000 CRM records, 10 gigs, and you get a bonus one time, 2 million extra one-time tokens. Now one thing you need to notice about this, the tokens and stuff is not reoccurring. Everything is one time, and for the nature of the business, it definitely makes sense. If the tokens was able to renew every month off a one-time deal, this thing was shut down real quick fast, because you're getting access to using some of the top LLMs like Claude. And it's just unsustainable, in my opinion, to get people access to that on a reoccurring basis without any kind of reoccurring revenue. Simple. So I'm tapped in with tier 3, and I got the 20% off. So that's the main reason why I tapped in with SaaS Killer. Options matter, and I got the best deal. And here's what I'm entitled to. The main reason why I tapped in here, it just made more sense to me over tier 1 and tier 2, right? You get the website CDN acceleration, early access to new features, integration to Hostinger, which is where I host my website, introvertedmarketer.online, Netlify, WordPress, Google, Facebook login, Google Map, all these integrations that you can use. So that's why tier 3 to me is the minimum. But they also got tier 4. We get unlimited, and I'm thinking about doing this strictly for the unlimited. It don't even matter about the 200. But having unlimited custom domains, even though 100 custom domains is cool, that's a lot. But having unlimited, you know me, I just like to have options. And I feel like this is a tool that's going to be moving years out. And you know how I feel about these lifetime deals. It's like you get them, you use them, because tomorrow ain't promised. But if I get a feeling that something's going to be good, and also talked to my mentor in person, and he told me about the person that put him on it. And I checked out her YouTube channel. I checked out the YouTube videos actually on EZSite. So after watching that and seeing her demo, matter of fact, let me pull it up, because we give people credit over here. All right. So her name is Tanya Smith, and you can see they have her hosted on the actual official EZSite AI YouTube. And she has her own YouTube channel right here, Tanya Smith Presents Stream Like a Boss. So she did this video 8 days ago, and they put her on 5 days ago. So that mean they co-signing what she's saying, or maybe they had some kind of deal going on. But I definitely checked out the video, watched it from beginning to end, and I tapped in. But I tapped in my way, which is the lifetime deal way. So on tier 5, you get these 2 bonus things. And we're going to go more over the templates and why, depending on what your goal is, it may make sense to not only just get the lifetime deal here, but also tap in with some templates. Because with the lifetime deal, you only get access to like the platform and being able to host things and all these integrations. You don't get the templates. The templates is a separate offering. We'll go over the templates, but that's what you're getting access to, everything right here. So you already seen why I tapped in with SaaS Killer, 60-day money back guarantee. The 20% off, it just makes sense. But once again, options matter. And over here on Product Canyon, you see they're available here. But Product Canyon, they got a 30-day money back guarantee, but they also got the 1-year protection included. That's why you got to check the terms and conditions, right? That's why it usually just makes sense to purchase these lifetime deals from these marketplaces that have the strongest protections. Because things go wrong, you don't know. You just want to know that in the event that it does go wrong, you have protections, and you might be able to recoup some of your investments somehow. So pretty much the same thing, the same offering. You can see everything here. But over here, I don't think on SaaSzilla it mentions anything about News Oak. So right here, you get access to the News Oak if you tap in with tier 5. So I don't know why tier 5 and tier 4 is more expensive and tier 5 is a bundle. You would think if you're paying more, you would still get the News Oak tier 3. And you can see here how at tier 3 it says unlimited EZSite.host domains. It don't say that in SaaSzilla. And SaaSzilla just says EZSite.host domains. I know it's a small thing, but when you go in to make your claim about something, like, hey, I should be entitled to this, that, and the third, the first thing they're going to say is, well, what did it say on the website? So make sure you read the plan features. All right? Does it say unlimited? It don't. It don't say unlimited. It just says EZSite.host domains. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing because you have expectations. Because over here it says one thing, and on the next site it don't. But that's just one thing to consider. So those are the offerings there. The link will be in the description and pinned comment from below, so you can check them out and decide for yourself. So you can see for me, I'm on tier 3, and right now they're having a Black Friday deal for the next 11 days. And you can see I'm tapped into the tier 3 and on their own website, and it makes sense because you pay more, but they get more of that money coming into them. So it just makes sense. They charge a little more. They're trying to get more money to put into their business, to be hosted on these lifetime deal marketplaces. There's usually some deals that go into the back, and they splitting it. Because, you got SaaSzilla and Product Canyon and all these other places they may be doing business with. They're doing all the marketing and putting their stuff out there. So, and they also have their tier 4 here. So over here it says unlimited EZSite.host domains. So that means I'm unlimited, and that's just basically not based on what SaaS Killer says or what Product Canyon says, but it's just based on what their website's saying and the current subscription that I'm currently on. You can see right here, you can put in the coupon code if you with Product Canyon or whatever. I don't think you can mix them up. So if you're trying to mix and match, I don't recommend doing that. If you're buying from one marketplace, just go with one marketplace, especially if you're going to go up in tiers, because different marketplaces move differently. So once again, I stand by what I say. Tier 3 is a sweet spot. And if you want everything to be custom, that's hit or miss, right? You go up to tier 4, and on their website is $9.99. And it does specify here on tier 4 that you get the premium AI agent, the News Oaks tier 3, if you're interested in that. And of course, you can buy more tokens, and it shows you the price and more gigs for the storage and stuff like that. And if you want mobile apps, it's $50 a month. So I know what you're seeing here. What are these $99 one payments, $199 payments? These are actual full stack apps ready to go. Like if you just wanted to buy an app that's already built and you just customize it, you could purchase these. Now I don't have any interest in this. I want to do everything myself. But this is a separate offering. And they have lifetime deal on this, because you see they have a bunch of them and they're smart. And if you're looking at this like I'm looking at this, you would go and look at them and see how you could create your own version if you care to. But if you don't want to create your own version, or you don't have any ideas or anything like that, we'll just click over here. I want to show you. Then you can consider their lifetime deal, right? So here's some of the key features they want to compare. So they're saying with EZSite, compared to Lovable, WordPress, and Framer, complete back-end Stripe flows is ready. AI lead capture with the chatbot built in, visual editor with code ownership, and I'm definitely going to be doing a YouTube channel strictly dedicated to vibe coding going into 2026 and beyond. That's what we're doing. Simple. Performance focus, multi-stack, self-host or managed hosting, and the total cost of ownership. See, everything is green. And for Lovable, everything it varies. Right? So these are some of the things I was showing you. Right? And maybe we'll try this free just so you can see through me how they work. If you're interested in learning more, there's other people doing videos on it. She did a video on it. Tanya did a video on it. And if you want to check out, I could put the link in the description below to that particular video or this video where she covers that down on that. But yeah, these are a bunch of different web applications that you can make, sell access to them. It's like the Nano Banana Biz, the Sora 2 video generator. You know, Sora's going crazy right now. AI clips using VO 3.1. So those are some options there. But you can also create them yourself. But if you didn't want to create them at all, right, you could just tap in here. And here's what the offerings look like. For $99, you get to pick one template. $2.99, 5 templates. $5.99, 10 templates. And for $9.99, you get unlimited templates. That includes the templates that's here now and the templates that they're going to be having into the lifetime of this product. This is the best value right here. If you just want to set it and forget it, if you find the money to pay for it, this is the best one to get, hands down. If you don't want to think about anything other than just trying to brand your individual web applications, Unlimited is by far the best. It's by far the best. You don't have to really think about anything. Like out the gate for $9.99. Look how many web applications you get access to. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. You get access to all of those out the gate for $9.99. And for the future of for the lifetime of the product, the service, you're good to go. So, but what's their refund policy if you buy through them? So Black Friday bundles are discounted and eligible for a 7-day refund if unused in production. I don't like how that sounds. I don't like how that sounds at all. But it's just something to consider. This is why you buy from different places. You look at their terms and conditions, right? If you're just like a risk taker, you just see these things as investments. Maybe these policies isn't a big deal to you. But if you're someone who's trying to build a genuine business, you want to make sure you understand what you're getting, what you're entitled to. And that just makes good business sense. Simple. But that's how they move in there. And now that we understand how they moving, it's about 16 minutes in the video. We haven't really done nothing. I'm already tapped in, and the first thing they advertise when you tapped in is a studio bundle. I just showed you. Why 60% quit no code. Dies at login, database, and payments. Most builders stall at authentication, data, and payments. EZSite starts you on production ready stat. Simple. So like I said, I'm not a coder. I don't do any of that. I literally just purchase this to see what it's like. Because, you know, we're going to get right into vibe coding. So pretty much, you can clone websites. They got prompt builders. And we pretty much going to test this out. I mean, I didn't put no Claude API key. We're using the EZSite Open Router. And I just put $10 in it. Right? Because I seen Open Router. I'm like, okay, can I put my code in there? It's like, nah, you got to recharge it. So we just recharged it. They started me with like 4 million. I paid $10 for 5 million tokens. So we're going to see how it looks. How many tokens it uses when we generate something. And we'll go from there. So you get to choose your preferred framework if you're unsure, like me. The default option React works well for most users. Get MCP tools. So you can Figma, search for images, up-to-date docs for LLMs. The web search for Google. So if you want to allow the tool to search Google, manage built-in database, allow AI to add, delete, modify, and check project data through this tool. And the Figma commit, you got to authorize Figma for that. So we could just go ahead and just, okay, so this is what, oh, they got access to 4.5 Opus. They're not playing. You got access to Opus, Sonic, 5.1, and Gem Pro. So you're not, it's ain't light work. Right? You working with the heavy hitters out here, and we can appreciate that. So clone is a new feature. You could just clone any website by entering a single right, URL, and we're gonna test that feature out too. We could keep everything public. We cool with that. So I'm using a tool that I'm also gonna do a review on. So generate landing page in conversation. So I guess we could go with that. Let's pull up Paraspeech. Generate a landing page for EZSite AI. And of course we got 5. You know what? Let's go with Gem Pro. See what Gem gonna do with it. And we can go ahead and just hit generate prompt. It's gonna go ahead and generate the prompt. It gives you this nice little screen. The AI gonna generate a personalized prompt. Perfect landing pages, create stunning landing pages that convert visitors into customers. And that's what we're trying to do. You just answer a few questions. EZSite gonna go ahead and ask us some questions. So to create a high converting and visually stunning landing page prompt for EZSite, it needs a little bit more information. So it's definitely gonna ask you some questions instead of just sitting here going back and forth telling you what I want to do, because I actually got to sit down and think about this, because I was just using it as a demo. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the video, I'm gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all once I have the prompt here, or once I have the idea here. So stand by, fam. Alright, family, so I changed it up to advertise wherever. Create a landing page for a digital product I'm selling called Sales by Friday. So I just put that there, and it gave me this code right here, and it gave an explanation of the optimization. So we could go ahead and I want to see if we can preview the code. It doesn't seem like it gives us the option to preview the code here, which is no problem. We can just go over the HTML. See how it look. Well, no, that ain't. Hold on. So that's definitely not the code. Whoops. Let me see. I don't know why I put this here now. Why I thought it was code when it damn sure wasn't code. Can you create the code for the landing page, please? Oh wait, this is the prompt, right? This is the prompt, right? This isn't to create the code. Or is it? Let me see. No, this is to create the prompt. So that's my bad. So we can go ahead and actually go back home. Yeah, that was the prompt builder. Forgive me, I was being a little bit silly right there, fam. So we're gonna go hop back in with Gem 3. It created the prompt. We go ahead and generate the website. Reading is fundamental, and sometimes you need to slow down when you're going through these things. So it's going to take a few minutes. I'm not going to keep you here waiting. We'll let it do what it's doing. I'll pause the video, we'll tap back in, see how it look, and we'll go from there. Alright, family, so one thing I wanted to pull up before you even see what EZSite is doing, because it's giving us some information here we need to pay attention to, is that we've seen just so far use 26,210 tokens. I paid $10 for 5 million tokens, so this is creating just a simple landing page. So it definitely eats up tokens, but that ain't the point. The point is to be transparent about what's going on here. So let's continue. I am curious to see how adding the Claude API key may make a difference. So it says nice work, your code is ready. Check out the magic panel on the right. Your blank project awaits. It did absolutely nothing. We do have code here though. Okay, so here's the issue. You design with tasked with designing and writing the content. So it did tell it to generate the full landing page code using HTML5 and Tailwind. It gave it the copyright instructions. But if we go over to the preview. Oh shit, okay. I guess we just needed a refresh. So do you want to enable database? Once the database is set up, it can neither be shut down nor have its type changed. So yeah, because I don't understand what that means in this context, we ain't finna do that. So let's take a look at these functions right here. So you got assets and rules, and it looks like you can upload things here. And you can edit their website in real time. AI selection edit. Select the elements to modify, then use an AI prompt to make changes. So here's the landing page that it created, and as you can see, it's live. I should be able to just take this. Well, once I hit publish, right, and post it, and it'll be live. You could generate an Android app, yo. That's crazy. I'm sorry, I know I got a little less professional there, but that's crazy. You could publish it as a template. You also got additional settings here in the project admin. I'm sorry, but that's tough. So everything you need to generate sales in just 5 days without stress. Alright. This is what Gem did. We didn't use Claude. We might test Claude. Whether we use Sonnet or Opus in the next one. Right. So let's just say this looks fine for a landing page. Buttons work. Get started. So edit website content in real time. So you can select or edit or ask EZSite to modify. So right here you can change the colors, the font weight, add parent, add child. You could drag it for advanced. You know, I don't know none of this going on here, so we're gonna leave that alone. But you can delete the element. You can modify it, whatever you want to do, or you could just AI selection edit, and then you could select any element on the page. And then you could say redirect to, let's just say I wanted to redirect it to my actual website where I'm actually selling it. Alright. So I don't have the link saved, so I gotta go grab it. Let's say I wanted it to redirect here. You see it has the button highlighted, so we're gonna go ahead and keep Gem do the thing. And then when it's done, when I hit the button, it should redirect to where you could download it or wherever you can purchase it. We'll pause it and see if it does that. It ain't done yet, fam. I just wanted you to see that it's updating it in real time. Even just to do that simple modification, it's doing the whole entire home page over, which to me seems a little bit weird. Well, not weird, but it seems like excessive when I just needed it to modify that specific button, and I had to go ahead and change out the whole code. But maybe that's just me not really understanding how all these things work. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that I had to go ahead and edit the whole home page, and we're gonna see when it's done if it was able to just do that little simple thing, which is change that button from when I click on it from doing nothing to redirecting to the actual page where I'm selling the digital product. So it's working on that. It's taking its time. It's doing its thing. And we're going to head back into the settings and see how much that took. So you can see it started at 21 and had to do everything all over. So because I had to do everything all over, it took more tokens. So one thing you need to understand with this thing, using AI to do all the edits and the modifications, you can do that. It's easy, it's convenient, but it is going to cost you tokens. So I'm just making sure that you understand everything, because, just keep things transparent. I do appreciate that it's doing everything, but I do understand it's a cost that comes with doing that. So that's just something to note. Well, it's saying it refused to connect, so I don't know why that is the case right there. I can't recall if this was here. Maybe it might have and I just overlooked it, but it seemed like it just did everything all over. But this right here doesn't seem to work. Let's go ahead and publish it, but we can see how it looks on mobile. That's one thing I overlooked. You can see how it looks on mobile right there. And then, or you can draw your changes. So we can toggle the desktop view. Circle what you want to change. Draw arrows where things should move. Perfect when you need more than words. So I could have did that here instead of typing it here. So you actually have options on how you want it to communicate. But let's just see if this works. We could test this out and see what it does. But I wanna, because we did the AI selection edit, and you can edit website content in real time. I don't know what the difference is there, but we go ahead and publish it. So Hostinger, WordPress, Netlify. So however you want to do it, you could do it. And that's the beautiful thing there. And that's why I think when you get the lock in with the tier 3 with 100, you good. But if you want to go crazy, you can get the unlimited customs. But even having unlimited EZSites, it should be fine. So the project is deployed. You can see right here the project is live. So we go ahead and copy it, but also we can just hit it. And as you can see, here it is. Boom. And it worked out beautifully. But also what I want to see is we hit up page speed and see how fast it's working. Because I mean, if they give an unlimited EZSite AI domains, and they moving fast, it don't even, if you really just trying to conserve your money, just ride their domains. If they moving fast and they give a optimal experience for the customer, that's how you should move. Like you see here, the performance here is a little iffy. I'm just recording the page speed for the performance, but you'd have to be on a mobile device to determine that. But on a desktop, top notch. And we saw that because it loaded up lightning quick. We ain't worried about the SEO because it ain't about that, but the performance, amazing. So definitely a go. Definitely a go for using EZSite domains. They moving quick, fast, simple. Let's just see, because he said we could draw. So we want to see what that function is, but I can't seem to scroll down. So we have the function here where we can draw an arrow or text, add my contact email here, brian@theintrovertedmarketer.com. Or really, is that online? Press enter to confirm. Click elsewhere to confirm. Okay. So I clicked away, and okay, so you drag it, but I can't scroll. So we'll just leave it up here. I don't know why you can't scroll to the portion that you want to modify, but that's just apples. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead and do its thing again, and I'm definitely not gonna keep it here looking for that, but it's gonna go ahead and eat up the credits, but it's fine. We'll tap back in once it's done. Alright fans, so it didn't work out, but it did say, I have noted that the attempt to interpret the image doodles was unsuccessful, so please provide a text description of the desired changes or re-upload the image to proceed. So it didn't work out. We don't really need to go back and forth with it. It just didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work out in that specific instance, but we do know if we type in information here, it's solid, so we ain't got to worry about that aspect. But right here, oh, this is assets. Like if we want to use create new domains, if we want to enable a chatbot, we can. You enter in the knowledge base, and then you have this premium chatbot plugin, which is included. And that's crazy because, you know, I got MindPal and also got Bot Sheets. So I got a couple of places where I can use chatbots, but it comes with it. But with the knowledge base, you can't upload anything. So you can't upload a PDF or a Word doc. You kind of just got to copy and paste it. So that's something to consider. Or maybe it says with the premium AI chatbot, you get the file upload, website crawling, live chat, appointment booking, and the AI voice agent. But it says new chatbot. Let's go ahead and hit integrate chatbot, see what that means. Okay, so it says the chatbot failed. We got to go to News Oak to check the workspace settings. So I don't know what's going on with that, but right now it's not working for me. So webhook on my Zapier, Pabbly, and Make People. This is for y'all. I don't do webhooks right now. And for SEO, here's what it looks like in the background. Favicon, titles, the graph, and of course X. This is what's looking like for the site. You send email, you can enable email and generate a website. So you hit enable, you can use the AI custom email. You put in the email address, brian@theintrovertedmarketer.online. Put that in right there. Put in done. Go ahead and verify email. Alright, but we can save. Verify email. So please try to send email to support for help. So right now that's not working. So because it's not working, we'll just leave it at that. We're just testing out what is working. So the AI custom email is not working right now. For the database, we enable the database because you can either be shut down or have its type change. And because this is a demo, I'm not really trying to do that right now. And with Stripe, you just need your Stripe API key, or you can use your PayPal secret. If you have those, you could determine if the payment is one time or subscription. You can see on my page, I redirected to my website that's already linked up with Stripe. But you could do everything from right here as long as you have your key. And we'll demo that in this video. I'll get the key, but not for this website. Not for this website. And for the third party, you can enable Google login, Facebook login, Google Maps. But you need a database to do that. And then you got the showroom. If you want to put it on the community, and of course GitHub. You connect your GitHub to manage the code, and that's the thing, once again, about this platform. You own the code. So you can export it out to GitHub. And just, let's say you want to move it somewhere, your front end or whatever, you could do that. You keep everything hosted in GitHub. Go from there. And you got MCP, and you can add more MCP tools, edge functions, and the model settings. But you definitely need your API key if you're going to be doing it yourself. Alright. But that's how that's going right there. 1 second, fam. Alright, fam. So let's go ahead and continue with the video. Alright, so we can X out of here. We can head back home. And we basically just generated a website. So it was a bit simple. But of course, we can also go ahead and try out some of these. We don't own them because you actually have to buy these. But we could go ahead and let's go ahead and try out the Sora 2 video generator. Let's see how that looks. We could try it for free. Alright. So for free, they do image to video and they do text to video. But I see that they brought us to a whole new different website. And this is where you can actually test out the actual template, the template that you would be able to be rebrand. Or you could go up to 30 seconds. And this is the highest you can go. And you can choose Sora 2, Veo 3.1, and Sora 2 Pro. Why not just go for the best thing that you can? And we're just gonna go ahead with the prompt. We got image to video. We're gonna go with text to video, just to keep things real quick, smooth. We'll generate it. Oh, you gotta sign up though. So let me pause and tap back in. All right. So they was not letting me push it to the limit for a free trial. So hold on 1 second, fam. So we only get 15 credits. So we can test out Sora 2, but for 4 seconds. And the resolution doesn't change anything. So we go ahead and generate. It's going to go ahead and generate the Sora 2 image. I use 12 credits. And basically this is the template. This is a website, right? But what you get when you purchase the template, you see for $199, is you get this entire thing, the front, the back end, being able to log in with Gmail to do what you need to do. They do all that for you with that template. It's a business in a box, right? So it's gonna go ahead and do all those things, and right, we can just go over to the tab. Right, that's why I did another tab, right? So with the pricing, like, you can set this up like you take the template and you pay for the hosting and all that stuff like that. and you pretty much just market this. You rebrand it. You do everything on your own to make it your own. And this is a website. This is a business ready to go. Right? They have the demos and everything set up for you. And you just pretty much, you buy the template and you go from there. That's how it works. So we're not here to talk about how good Sora 2 is or isn't. Just showing off the template. If you just wanted to go the template route, you have that. Right? But now that we've seen the demo of that, we can head back over in the EZSite. We generated our website. We used the prompt builder. Now we're going to go ahead and go to clone. So we could clone any website by entering a single URL. So let me pause, check out a website, and then see where we could go from there. Alright, family. So we got Nike. I picked something that's hard. I don't know if they're going to be able to scrape it and try to be able to copy it. And then I just picked 2 regular WordPress websites that I'm already tapped in with, Localwise and EZScribe. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm a big fan of EZScribe. So 2 simple WordPress websites and 1 Nike website, Nike Japan actually. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can clone it. So, and for this, we're going to pull out the big boy. We'll pull out Opus, see what it does. We go ahead and clone. So it's going to see if it can scrape it. It may or may not. It's going to tap into that URL. Nike may not let them scrape that. But even if it don't, what I could do is I could just take a screenshot of the web page and go from there. And the way to just hanging, parading the URL, please wait, is kind of signaling to me that Nike probably blocking them from scraping it to get the details on the web page, on the website rather. So instead of just having y'all hanging here, I'll just cancel it and we'll just go with the WordPress ones. Let's go with EZScribe first. Should be simple. It's a simple website. We'll still go with Opus. Why not? So in my mind, I'm thinking if the website is simple, it shouldn't take long for it to parade the URL and do what it need to do, but it look like it's hanging. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the video, let it do its thing, and then we'll come back and see what it's doing with it. Alright, so we can see here it's able to scrape it. So pretty much we just select the pages we need to build. We could select this right here. And of course, we can repraise the URL, which is pretty much the login page. And those are some example ebooks. We can take the disclaimer. We can use this. We can go ahead and sure, why not do the privacy policy and all the things that make sense. We don't need to worry about the proof or anything like that. We just want to make a clone of these things right here. I mean, we could clone the login page, but I don't think it was able to reparse or rather parse the URL, so that's why it's having an issue. So we'll just generate the website with what we have. Let it do its thing, and it's going to go through its usual thing. We go over here. You see it's going to take some credits, do its thing. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep y'all waiting. Once it's done, we'll see how it looks, and we'll head from there. Alright family, we done. So as you can see here, it recreated ebook writer AI for the most part. It did take a little while. Here's what it looked like. It's not exactly the same, and it shouldn't be. But pretty much it recreated the website in its own way, even down to the actual plans, which for these getting started here, all we have to do is map these to our Stripe payments and do things like that to make it work. Right, they got a privacy policy. No privacy policy. Oh, they didn't create a TOS. Contact. Support. That's fine. Those things could be managed individually. It did say here what it did do. Right, so it shows which pages was cloned. So it says this here, it is cloned, so we'll publish it and we'll test it out. So we can just publish it to EZSite. We'll go ahead and click this. And testimonials, pricing, FAQ. There's nothing here because we didn't map anything here, but so as we said, privacy policy and all that stuff is not cloned, even on the live web page. So this is something that I would actively work on. So one thing I do want to see is, okay, so we go here, and one thing I can see is, hold on one second family. Okay family, so what I'm noticing here is that here you can see we can go through the web page, and it actually created the actual whole website, even with the coach. They made up a fictional image and everything. Support. So it created everything. It pretty much took everything and recreated it. So it definitely did that, but it did say any page. This was a simple WordPress page. I'm curious if it can recreate that Nike page. I kind of want to see if it can do that, because it's a Nike page. It's a little bit more complex. I kind of want to see if it can do that, but maybe I'll do another video on that, because the video is already going on 50 some odd minutes. So let's head back home. But I do want to understand why this, like, where's the links for? They don't work here. So we have active links here, and it shows the navigation structure and the key enhancements. So pretty much it's just a matter of sorting, saying, hey, this doesn't work here, like these links aren't live. Because if you can see here, we can't see any of these links. All we will say is these things aren't live on the front page. There is no way to get them individually. Can you make sure, because each one of these links back home, right? Yeah, they all link back home, right? Affiliates links back home, refund. This login, it don't go nowhere. So pretty much, I'm not gonna take you through it, but pretty much what I would say is make sure that each page can link back home, and that the actual main home page has links to those pages, because these links don't work. But for creating off the cuff, I don't think it's bad. You know, with these vibe coders, you got to go back and forth. And that's why a lot of people have issues with them, because they just code things and they just put them out and they don't take the time to sit here and work out the bugs and make sure everything is good. But the more complex your project, the more effort you got to put in. That's just how it goes. So we did the prompt builder. We did the prompt. I showed you one of the little demo sites that they did. We did the clone. And of course, you can upload a screenshot, a hand-drawn sketch, or competitor's site to auto-generate a functional, responsive website. So let's go back to Nike. And we will minimize. Well, it can't do any of that. Let's just see if we can recreate this here. We want to see if it'll recreate this here, how it will look, and then we'll wrap up the video with my genuine thoughts. So, and we're going to use the big boy for this. So, we'll go from there. Oh, we gotta upload, we gotta add the file. Upload. Here it is. Okay, that's fine. Add files to assets. Nike page. Confirm. Okay, so we're good to go. It's already saved, so we'll hit save. So we can now select the image. Well, my stupid self forever. We didn't even need to do all that assets and rules. So this, I wonder how I could delete that. I wasn't even paying attention. Anyway, here's the image here. I did all that for no reason. We can go ahead and just generate the website. Just 1 second, fam. Okay, fam, so I reset it so it wouldn't do all that. But one thing I did want to go back to add files is that you can generate an image and hit send. You can upload. You can use a search box to find uploaded stickers. And also, in addition, in the assets and rules, the custom prompt rules, you can add custom prompts. And it's sent with every prompt, and they're gonna consume tokens. And EZSite will use it in every edit. So you don't have to just let EZSite do whatever it is. If you have your own custom prompt, you could really just put it in here, so you can kind of force the AI to make the edits in the way that you want it to, and you have up to 20,000 characters for that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit select image. Select the image that we took of the Nike page, and we're gonna go ahead and hit generate website, and it'll let it do its thing, and we'll come back when it's done. Alright, family, so just in this demo alone, playing around, you see the projects we did here, used 300,000 credits. So just be mindful that you can't eat through your credits pretty quickly if you ain't mindful about what you're doing. Simple. So here's what it created. Here we can see our makeshift Nike website, even though that's definitely not Nike. This is Nike, and that's definitely not an Air Jordan 11, but We ain't worried about that. You know, AI ain't gonna get it perfect. We just need it to get it good enough. And this is fine. Just from that screenshot, this is very appealing for a little website. You can just have it recreate the images or do whatever you want with it. I think it's pretty cool, in my opinion. But we're about an hour into this video, and I want to wrap this up. So what do I think about this tool? It's amazing. And I ain't even get into the functions being able to import from GitHub and Figma. The video that'd be 2 hours. Or your own folder. Between the pre-made templates, if you want to go that route and have a full stack app, it's amazing. But also being able to have unlimited websites, whether you on a certain tier, it be custom or unlimited with EZHost, you could pretty much bang these out, make your projects and sell them. You see on ebook writer, rather, they got a deal right here, API key. You can make your own ebook writer, something that creates ebooks or something online. I found this tool right here. This person is charging $99 a month. And their unique selling point is Kindle ready ebooks. They said it is trained on award-winning authors and all that. And it does all this for you. Word doc, EPUB, PDF. And they charging $100 a month. You can make a real business out of this. I don't know if this stuff is legit, but I know this web page. Well, I can't say that I know, but I have an idea about AI when I see things like this here. So just think about the potential with this. 100%. 2 thumbs up for this. 2 thumbs up with this. I may go up another tier, but definitely a tier 3. I'm keeping this. There's gonna be a link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Definitely make sure you check out EZSite if you're trying to get into vibe coding and have everything done for you, including adding in your Stripe key, your PayPal and all that, which pretty much, if you have that, you have your PayPal account, your Stripe account, you just go get the secret key and you put it in there and it's good to go. I know I didn't demo that in the video. I might do a part 2. Because like I said, I do got a vibe coding channel that I'm trying to get up and running. I may put that over there. But as it is right now, this is definitely a go. It's simple to use. You go back and forth. It doesn't take long. You get access to top tier models. And for people like me that's very noob and don't really understand these vibe coding things, but is fairly competent in communicating what it is that I want to do, it definitely works for me. So if you want to learn more about EZSite AI, there'll be a link in the description below in the pinned comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on EZSite in the comment section. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. And this is Brian, the introverted marketer. And it ain't hard to tell. It's simple. I'll catch you on the next video, fam. Peace.